What's good, people? You know what it is. It's your boy Caddy, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Den. It's where we get in the game and we talk our talk. I don't do it by myself. I do it with my homeboys. I call them the Wild Bunch. Let me bring them in. What's going on, my peoples?
What's
Hey, what's
up,
going
Caddy?
on, Patty? How we doing? How we doing?
I'm surviving. I'm recovering. Um,
Mm.
you got our man Tony Takes in the building. What's good, man?
Hey, man, same old pal, man. Just trying to maintain, ready to get this week going on. Talk some football.
Yes, sir. Then we got Mr. OH.
IO.
Yeah, Mr. Gold Shot. What's going on with you, man? How you
What's
doing?
going on, man?
None
Hang in
much.
there, man. It's season's only halfway over, but just hold on and everything will be good. I know my Panthers didn't play this weekend, so I didn't have to worry about a loss in that department. So I'm
Hey,
good.
Yeah.
so they still 2-0, huh?
Yep. Didn't get the bye. See what happens after this. Shit.
Hey, y'all see my background, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's how I'm feeling. You could call me the brown paper bag guy right now when it comes to that. But anyway, like I said, it was a good week of football. Let's look at a little overview.
Holy fuck. If you missed the NFL this week, you're in luck. For the love of God, someone please check on Mac Jones because Big Dick Dan just laid fucking pipe. Anthony Richardson is fucking back. This motherfucker really understands it now by actually throwing the football at his receivers instead of 78 yards above them. Game of the fucking week alert. Caleb Williams really thought he had it. But then Jordan Love dropped dick all over the state of Chicago. Fucking illustrious. Not one single person watched this shit bowl. Moving on. You know what I gotta give the Titans credit? Will Levis didn't even suck that bad? I'm just kidding. Fuck this guy. Holy fuck, Tua understands it now. Why are the Dolphins finally starting to cook in week fucking 11? Also, Jonnu Smith has no reason to be playing this fucking good. What the fuck even is that guy? Okay, so even though they fucking lost, Jameis Winston could father my younglings. And what position is this fucking guy? He's just out here fooling around. He's just a real team player. And finally, the Steelers break the fucking curse. Mikey T is so cutesy. And Russell Wilson is finally starting to play decent again. And good lord, is he good looking. I need his jersey.
Yeah,
Damn, that's
exactly.
expensive. Instead, I'm clicking the link in my bio and using code SPORTSBALL at checkout for some of the highest quality sports apparel around.
Damn. That sums it up, don't it?
Yeah, it
Man.
really does.
Whole lot of fuck it and fuck it.
Hey, but
That's why
hey,
you continue to watch.
right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
hey, that's how the fans felt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how. Yeah, that's a true opinion.
hey, let's go and see what they doing in the lounge this week.
Yes, it's true. I beat the Chiefs. Who wants to feel my throwing arm? Ooh. Josh thinks he's so cool. I'm still the best. That should be Burrow feeling my throwing arm.
Is it true that once you beat Pat, your BDE becomes so mighty that your Johnson literally gets bigger?
You tell me.
Whoa.
It's not even that amazing.
It's pretty perfect, Pat.
I know it is, Travis. Man, screw Josh. We're just gonna have to dig down deep and go back to what made us champions. This should be enough to cover you the rest of the season.
Wow. Wow.
Man.
Wow. Yeah, it was a week ups and downs and confusions and all this other stuff. I'm just really upset. I want to
you
rant. I got a rant. I'm finna go crazy. I'm about to go nuts.
Let them have it, Caddy. Let them have it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear how you really
In
feel.
your ears. Oh my God, the Chicago Bears. It's like watching them lose is like watching a Shakespeare play, but with helmets and football and not so many cutthroat scenes. Seriously, if it was an award for the most creative way to lose a fucking football game, the Bears would be the undefeated champions.
Damn.
Let's look and talk about the fucking coach, Matt Uberfist. What is your gameplay here? Is your plan is to confuse your team before you confuse the other team? Well, I think you may have accomplished that. It's like you're playing chess and everybody else just want to play checkers. And the play calling, let's talk about that. It's like drawing a play up out the hat. You know, third and long, you want to run up the middle. It's 4th and inches. It's time for the fucking Hail Mary. It's like you want to keep the fans on their toes to keep the players on their heels. Oh, and then let's go to this defense. Remember the defense, the Bears defense was something to fear. Now it's just a polite suggestion. The defensive players just like, excuse me, Mr. Opponent, will you mind not driving down the field and scoring the ball on us? The only thing I feel like the defense is tackling is right now is the buffet at halftime.
Damn.
The special teams, what's so special about it? The only thing special is it that they punt the ball and they make it an adventure. It's like watching a toddler trying to catch butterflies and shit, but it never happens. And let's not forget about the quarterback situation. Mr. Caleb Williams, he's running for his fucking life. It's like a gazelle getting chased by a pack of lions, except the gazelle had a better chance of survival. Maybe if the offensive line spend more time practicing and not at the buffet on TikTok, we may could get some blocking done and we could be improved. But hey, at least I can say one thing. The Bears are consistent. They consistently disappointing. That's it. They turn losing into an art form. If only it was a Hall of Fame for heartbreak, the Bears would be on a first ballot inductee. So here's to you, Chicago. You may not win games, but you sure know how to keep us entertained. And ain't that football anyway? You know what? I can't do this, y'all. Okay, I ain't doing it today. Nope.
Uh-oh.
It put a nasty taste in my mouth. I don't even want football.
Damn. Elvis left the building. What happened?
Damn. Well, we'll let him take 5, Tony, and we'll go ahead and take it from here.
Yes,
We'll start with you. How you feeling about it, man? How you feeling about these Bears?
I mean, he was right in a whole lot of ways with the play calling. It's like Williams got pushed to them yards. You know what I mean? He got made to run, type of thing. He's right. He was running for his life, but he ended up with 60-some yards. So my take on this whole game, man, we controlled the play. We controlled the time of possession. We controlled the running game. We was looking good, as in to close it out, right? But just like he said, it's like we just gave him the lane. You know what I mean? And to lose like that, let alone a block kick. I mean, so it's like it's a heartbreaker. It really is.
It
And
really is, especially when you see an improvement. You see an improvement from the weeks past. You're like, oh, okay, this is the Packers. We're being able to go toe to toe with them. We got the ball. It's almost game over. Let's drive down the field. Try to score, but field goal is always good. That's all you really need to win. My focus was on at the end of the game, the play calling. Letting the clock run out and then just wanting to settle for a field goal. I feel like
not only for a field goal, Dave, but 45-yarder though. Like,
I know,
come on.
I know, and the completion percentage with that kicker, Santos, he struggles hitting balls that far. You start getting them down like the lower 40s. That's a good spot for him.
Good spot.
High 30s, but to put it in a situation and rely on your kicker when you've had kickers in the past that double doink shit, it just doesn't go your guys' way. It just feels like, I know Dan's sick of it. I'm sure you're sick of it too.
I'm sick.
It's just like there's good play calling, but it's not enough. You're not giving it enough, whether it be your defense, offense, or special teams.
So what you feel like, is it the execution? I mean, because like you said, it's like the play calling can be there, but we just ain't executing.
Like you said, sorry to cut you off, but like DJ Moore, for example, little wide receiver passes, screen passes. That guy excels in that department, and juking guys out and getting the yardage. So you saw the play call and do better. It's just it's not enough. And I don't know, you got to get that drive because you got dogs on this team, like the running backs. I feel like you guys got solid running backs.
Yes.
Roschon behind Swift.
Yep.
And then it's just, I don't know. I feel like the line, it starts with the defensive and offensive lineman.
True. On both sides.
But
I
then you
agree.
incorporate the coaching. It's not linking
Fire,
up.
fire Uberfish.
So
Hey man, why not? I know the Jets just fired their damn general manager after firing their head coach. So shit, might as well go that route and start all over. See who can come in and use these guys' skills to their advantage instead of their disadvantage.
yeah, far as the coach though, I mean, I think he definitely is on the hot seat by far. I mean, because you went from a contender to a pretender all within 4 weeks,
Real fast.
real fast. I mean, he looked at real promising, and they looked like they was together. But it's just them certain wins, just like the Bengals, them certain close games. It's like we ain't trying to win it. You know what I mean?
Yep. And
It's like we
I feel
following the
like they need to
reason.
take it. I feel like these players need to take it upon themselves, like I've heard with other teams,
Yes,
Texans and I can't remember who else, but they're going out of their way and having a players only meeting and trying to figure this shit out on their own. Like, hey guys, let's get
have
this shit
to.
together. Let's get
Yes,
on the same fucking page and
yes,
go. If you ain't
yes,
about it, then sit the fuck down.
yes.
So I
That's
think
that's why I
I mean that
said.
couldn't help.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
mean
help.
that's what me and Remsley been saying all these past couple weeks. They really getting paid to play their position, and it seemed like we just don't turn that corner all the way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it hurts. Another week where we got to really sit and complain about what we didn't do instead of what we need to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's going from week to week now. So now we scared, you know what I mean, of playing a good game and then losing it at the end type of thing.
Yep. Got to
So
solidify that shit in the first half. Be a
yes,
first half team. Don't be a
yes,
second half team.
you're right. I agree. I mean, these games is won in the trenches, right? Especially in NFL. You
Yep.
know, it's like there ain't no room for error. And just like certain teams of this league, we just make all the room for the error. And it kills us. So what? We done lost three in a row, heartbreakers, and yeah, it just we yeah. So I agree with Caddy. I mean, coaching change may be needed. Is it a little too late to be in the season talking about coaching change? I don't know, but if we damn sure got a good candidate, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I guess, how long do you wait until you make that decision? Because
That's
you're going into week 12, and it's like, okay, this will be the game. If we lose this one, he's out. Do you
right.
do that, or is it always like, okay, well, one more game, we'll see
Y'all
what
still
happens?
talking about this? Y'all still talking about the Bears?
Unfortunately, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we can go ahead. We'll go ahead and end it on that. You might as well just go ahead and put your Lions shit back on and ride this season out.
About the America's team.
I ain't worried on lies. I ain't going that far. No, no, hell no.
Now, wait a minute. Did y'all stress that they need to fire Uberfish?
I think they need to.
Like
We
right
in agreement. I'll say that.
I think it's getting ready. I mean, the OC goes first, and then it's like, okay, well, obviously that wasn't the problem. All right, buddy. Hey, pack your shit.
Oh man. I'm telling you, he wouldn't even made it out the stadium. Where are we going with this guy? What y'all want to check out?
Let's talk about these Steelers.
The Steelers. Sure.
Well, I know you got video.
Oh yes. I got it here somewhere.
Yeah, the Steelers, they want a good one.
Hey, that TJ Watt tackle that we just saw. Jesus. Hey, and then what we say in programs past, you keep Derrick Henry under 100 yards, what's going to happen?
Hey,
more than likely be able to win the game.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what happened.
yeah, because that's how you beat the Ravens, though. You make them one dimensional for real. You make Lamar on his own. You know what I mean?
Yep.
At least where he feel like he got to do it all by himself.
Yep. And that always doesn't end out in the outcome that you want.
Hey, it never does. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Well,
because
Hey, we can go ahead and roll
How
on.
the fuck did the Bengals?
that's the wrong phone. Who did the Steelers play? My bad. I'm having a brain fart.
The Ravens.
Ah, check this out. I'll come back to that.
Mims in motion into the backfield. Fake the give to Mims. Nix to throw. Wide open at the 5. And in is Nate Atkins with the touchdown. Nix, just a 3-man rush. Floats it out. Wide open down the sidelines. Marvin Mims.
Wide.
Into the secondary. And inside the Atlanta 30 at the 29. Second and 4. Another opening for Williams. Williams with the power at the end of the run. Driving to the 2. Pushing
Yeah.
on. And all
I love
the
it.
way in for a Denver touchdown. Just a 4-man rush. Nix with time over the middle. He's got a man open. It's Devon Vele. Inside the 35 and down. Third down and goal. 10th play of this Denver drive. Mims the motion man. Mims gets the toss. Blockers in front. Mims to the 5. Mims to the end zone. Denver touchdown. Mims from the 18-yard line. Has some room in front with blockers. Mims to the 30. Mims dancing to the edge to the 35. Mims across the 45. Into Falcon territory on the Falcon side of midfield. Quick toss. Franklin. Inside. Touchdown. Denver. Miners and Atlanta.
Yeah, they took it to them birds.
First down and 10. Cousins, lots of time, and he throws an interception. It's Cody Barton. Barton with the pick and the return to the 47-yard line. Second interception of the year. Loud and wrong, so we can fix him. Mims in motion into the backfield. Fake the give to Mims. Nix to throw. Wide open at the 5, and in is Nick.
My bad, guys.
Man rush.
It's still a good what happened.
Falcons going with Michael Penix.
You're good. Go ahead. You already seen all this. Go ahead and cut this out.
Now he's going to run, floats it down to Son.
But anyways, Bo Nix looking damn good.
Damn good.
He's looking good. He started off slow, but
yep.
hey, but
Hey, these Broncos are gaining some ground, man. They are warming up, and they're warming up quick. In a hot division right now, too.
Very hot.
So for them to be able to be in that mix and compete like that, and do what they're doing, give credit to them, man. Both sides of the ball, too. It's not just one side. I think the defense is playing better as well as the offense.
Yeah.
I know Cortland Sutton, their top wide receiver, he wasn't getting shit the start of the season.
that's true.
And you can tell that they're getting their groove. And it's entertaining to watch. So I know the Falcons are on a slump right now, which is cool to see because I don't really care about them. But yeah, man, Broncos, they're only a game and a half back. They're a game and a half back from second behind the Chargers, which the Chargers won last night. So, or not last night, but over the weekend.
Right.
And they're 7-3, which is wild. So yeah, that AFC West, man, looking pretty tough.
So what do you expect in the outcome? Do you think they continue this run, or is this
I don't know, man, because the Chargers are on a run too. And then you got the Chiefs sitting up top. You can see. I don't know what their schedule looks like. I know they have to play. I don't know if they played the Chiefs yet or the Chargers. So those two are going to be tough, and that'll say a lot about them and going forward. But I think they, have a chance as long as they keep playing the way they just played in the highlights that you saw. Because they don't really have a whole lot of well-known guys. You're like, who's that guy? Who's this guy? And to see him, kind of shining out there and making plays and making a name for themselves. And then you got Sean Payton, who obviously he didn't want nothing to do with Russell Wilson, did he? He's like, get him out of here. I will develop this rookie, and he really has, and it's showing. So we'll see if they can continue it. Maybe slip into a wild card come playoff time, but who knows?
Yeah, my take on the Broncos, though, I mean, they've been playing pretty solid defense all season for real. It really been the offense that kind of trying to get them over that hump. But like you said, I mean, they starting to really gel together, and they gelling at the right time. You know what I mean? I think they 1, 2 in a row. I might be wrong on that, or at least 2 out the 3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's getting to the clutch time now. So I just hope they don't run out of gas. But like you said, they got San Diego. They still got the Chiefs, and I mean, between them, I mean, I think they might just fall short, but they damn sure got the team to overcome these obstacles that's going to be set in front of them.
That's true, because they don't have many obstacles set in front of them. They got the Raiders, Browns, Colts, the Chargers, Bengals, and Chiefs. So
they do have to play the Chiefs and Chargers one more time.
The Chargers, yes, they have to play both.
It sounds like that trap game is going to be that Indy game.
Yeah, I feel like they go play the Chiefs, and it's gonna be up to them to win or lose to get to the wild card.
Yeah,
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, hey Dave, this is what you was looking for.
Another time.
No, not that, but this.
Holy fuck! The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens. One of the best rivalry in the NFL didn't disappoint, both battling to take first in their division. And the Steelers straight up locked down Lamar Jackson. Pittsburgh D is nasty. Pause. Holding Lamar to 200 passing yards and only completing 16 passes, and holding Derrick Henry to 65 yards, rushing is the exact recipe to beat the Ravens. Justin Tucker did miss 2 field goals. What happened to this man? When the Steelers turned to Russell Wilson's AKA Mr. Unlimited, we all had questions marks and was wondering if this was the right choice. With the Steelers being 4-2, why make a quarterback change when you're winning games? But Mike Tomlin has some big balls and must have saw something in Wilson in practice, because this man has been winning every game since he became the starter. This was a must-win for both teams. But for the Steelers to take the lead in the division, this team is looking for real. With the defense and Wilson making the right plays, and George Pickens showing he is a true #1 wide receiver. Watch out for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you damn sure need to watch out for Pittsburgh, and he's right. Well, Lamar Jackson went for 1633, 207 yards. He threw a pick, but he also had a touchdown. And Gus in the kitchen, 23-36, 205. No touchdowns, but he did throw an interception. Both QBs threw NOs, so it had to be some type of defensive game. You can tell that by the score. Who won, who lost? Who made the biggest mistake?
Steelers won for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt. Go ahead, Tony.
Okay. I think the biggest mistake kind of come on the Ravens end. I mean, it was a little bit too much Lamar at a certain point of the game. I think he tried too hard at times. Now, in the past couple seasons, this has always worked for the Ravens. But now he got a team around him. He got to trust his team. I think they need to run the ball more and get Henry in rhythm and keep him in rhythm, because that's what keeps the other team on the sidelines watching them running the ball. So it's like it all goes together type of thing. But, the Ravens, they always show up when you think they don't. So I don't know, man. They've been playing up and down all season, so I'm not surprised about this loss. But hats off to Pittsburgh. They the well coached team. I've been saying it all season, and I think it's showing. I really do. What you
It
got, Dave?
definitely is. Well, I got one thing. I know who made a big mistake, and it was like, yo, I'm gonna ride off with you. It was the Ravens. King Henry only had 65 yards, and we all been saying all season when he don't have close to 100, 90 to 100 yards,
They win.
They do not win ball games.
Yeah.
No shot.
Check this out. That's all Steelers defense right there, man. That's what had Lamar Jackson making Lamar Jackson mistakes. That's why Derrick Henry, like you said, not over 100. You saw TJ Watt blow him up in the backfield. This Steeler defense is nasty and it's for real, and that's what's going to win you a championship if
Still
they
hurt.
keep playing like this. You can look at the penalties, the total yards, time of possession. They controlled all of it. And to do that to the Ravens, that's impressive. And to be able to win the game on a bunch of field goals is pretty impressive too. And I know it's not his first time doing that, so you got to give your hats off to that Boswell for this game. You know, obviously they can't win all games by doing that. You know, Russell's got to get better. You know, he turned it over once, didn't have a touchdown, but I mean, shit. Like they said, Mike Tomlin saw something, and you know he's not dumb. So even when you know there's games where you're not going to be able to win it throwing, you know you can see that Najee Harris has picked up his performance this year. This is probably his best year in at least a couple. I know he had a good rookie year, and then the second year, but then he fell off. So to have him playing the way he does and with Pickens, you know, the way he is, adding who'd they pick up? Mike Williams. Yeah, man. They're playing like a all-around solid team. And who would have thought the Steelers would be 8-2? I didn't think they'd be 8-2. I thought they'd have a winning record, maybe 6-5, 7-4, but shit, 8-2. There's not a whole lot more to say than that.
So do y'all see conference championship?
What's that?
Do y'all see them in the championship game?
That'll be tough. That'll be tough because you got the Bills playing lights out football too. But hey, any given day, they're definitely up there in that talk though, for sure.
Got another question. Will Pittsburgh still be in the same predicament if Justin Fields was still starting?
I don't think so.
I think they might have two losses more, but at the same time, I think he'll still made him a contender, just based off of team ball. You know what I mean? Because that's what Thompson been standing on, and you know the players love him, so it's like they're gonna play their hearts out regardless. So who knows?
Hey, that's something like you'll never know, but I don't know. I feel like Justin could, you know, have possibly started making silly mistakes, you know, that he has in the past. Maybe not getting his, you know, looking at his first read and then not knowing what to do because he still has he's still got so much more room for improvement. Which is good for him, like we talked about in past, being behind Wilson and learning and getting that knowledge. But no, I don't think they'd be the same team.
Yeah, I don't think so. You're thinking about the same team and not the same team. What happened to these guys?
How the fuck did the Bengals not win that game? Holy shit! I am convinced they fucking hate Joe Burrow in the locker room with the way they find the wildest ways to let him down. They are the reverse Chiefs with the way they are 1-6 in one-score games. Fucking wild. The best 4-7 team ever. There is no other way around it. The crazy thing is that as good as this game was, this is exactly how every other Bengals loss has been this season. But at least they give us some good fucking primetime games. The Bengals chargered harder than the Chargers did this time. Another blown lead by Justin Herbert would have been so fucking funny. What a fucking night for blowing leads and not wanting to win a football game, yet wanting to win it so fucking badly. If I am Joe Burrow, I am not showing up to practice until they release McPherson. Unreal how much he had to do, and that man just fucked it all up. The Bengals are so back to being the Bungles. Bolt the fuck up, Harbaugh in Los Angeles.
Oh my God. I agree
Hey.
with everything the AI said. What's up with the
I
Cincinnati?
agree.
Like literally, like Joe Burrow, 28 of 50, 356, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Why this man didn't get a W?
Defense.
Defense.
Too many big
That's it,
plays.
baby.
Too many big plays on D. I mean, it's like I watched this game and you know it's like they fell down early, but when they caught that fire, oh man, they could have burned down the whole neighborhood out here.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
and it's like they couldn't do no wrong. But then it just made me mad about them because they had a chance to win this game twice within the last 4 minutes of this game.
Mhm.
They was the Bengals though. And that AI, he was right. They one of the best primetime teams to watch on prime time, but they lose.
They always
So-
come off with the L, and I feel sorry for them. It's like
You
said,
have to.
4-7 team ever.
But you know what though? It seems like this what they was doing these last 2 seasons. They was winning these games though. But you know, you get comfortable because you always think, oh, okay, it's time to play now. Okay, well, you should have did this right out the gate.
At the gate.
Let me ask you a question.
What you got?
Do you think that having the two top paid offensive players on the team and the money invested in them, do you think this is like a good representation of players maybe making too much money at their position and an organization not being able to fill their team with the players that they need?
That's exactly what it is. I mean, because the Bengals had the team. I mean, they had the players to pay, but
They did.
like you said, they would cut them guys out and keep the other 2. I remember Otto Cinco and Carson Palmer. They went through the same little process. They had to cut out for everybody else and just pay them too. And then they became mediocre. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I
So,
think
yeah.
I think this is a good representation of what is to come in the NFL with all these guys being paid so goddamn much money. You can only have, you got a quarterback and a wide receiver. Oh, that's cool. That's going to get you where? 4-7? Yep, probably.
That's it. Because
But I feel like a lot of teams are going to experience this, though, for real. I feel
Yes.
like, years to come, I feel like this is going to be a hardship. Obviously, they raised the cap, but it's like at some point, it's got to stop or it turns into fucking baseball. And
Right.
one team's got the best players.
Yeah.
right, and all the other teams fucking suck. But
So it's kind of crazy to watch, and you're seeing it right here. That's a perfect example.
That's very perfect example. I agree with you on that day.
But when do teams try to take a page out of Belichick book by subsidizing that? You guys want to win championships? Let me move money around while we can bring the players in that I know to help us get not 4, not 3. What the man got, 6 rings?
Yeah. And you could say this isn't a Cincinnati team that went to the Super Bowl, but
It's
if
not.
they had those players the next year,
But that's all about somebody taking the pay cut.
exactly. So you're gonna take the money over championship.
Over championship. And I guess that's what it is now. That's why Brady's the GOAT, and he got those rings, and everybody else have none. He was willing to take 18 million and not 22 million, just why he could have a better tackle protecting him or a better defensive end. I feel like that mantra needs to go and spread out, or it's just like you said, it's gonna turn into baseball.
Well, it's catching fire. It's been catching fire ever since these holdouts. And then as you see kids coming through, high school and college, and they're seeing maybe their favorite player, they're like, "Oh, he's holding out because he wants more money." It's really become about me, and money and pay me rather than a team game.
But team may not have an I in it, but it's an M-E in that month.
Yeah. You can still get paid. But it's like the worst thing is you get paid and then you don't perform.
Yes, but that seems
That's
like
the worst.
Hey, but that seems like it's a theme. Like once you get paid, you do nothing else.
Yeah, it's really been something I've been looking at, and definitely feel like I've been keeping my eyes on college ball. Not a lot more, but ever since it's just like I said, it's not the NFL that I was have been used to.
Well, you guys ready to take out Saquon? I want to check him out.
Yeah, let's see that.
Holy fuck. The Philadelphia Eagles just beat the Washington Commanders. The Eagles aren't fucking around. Now on a 6-game win streak and are 8-2, and nobody is talking about them. Well, their kicker needs to get it the fuck together, because missing 2 field goals and you an extra point gonna cut it. But everyone is hyped on the Chiefs and Lions. They are overlooking the motherfucking Birds. A game where you sack Jaden Daniels 3 times and hold him to under 200 passing yards. When this rookie has been on a tear ripping teams apart and winning games, you stopped him dead in his tracks. You have to give a lot of respect to what this Eagles defense is doing, and how Saquon Barkley has almost 200 yards rushing is transforming this team back into Super Bowl contenders. A game where Jalen Hurts doesn't throw a touchdown and A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith doesn't do much. Yet they beat the 7-2 Commanders by 8 points. The Eagles are Super Bowl bound and are going to win the fucking Super Bowl.
Bro, what the fuck?
This D is
Shut
absolutely
up.
fucking nasty.
Golly.
Pause. The Birds are just getting better and better, and the Commanders ain't shit. We had to let them know on Thursday night that y'all are overrated and not on at level. Go Birds.
He was on something. He lost me with the Super Bowl. But
Yeah.
But as I looked at Washington's schedule, Washington haven't really even played any good defense as of yet, until they came up against the Cowboys. I mean, not the Cowboys, the Eagles.
Well, at one point the Bears was a contender too.
Check.
when they played.
Okay, check who the Commanders beat.
Okay.
They beat New York.
Okay.
They beat the Bad Luck Bengals. They beat the Cardinals. Beat the Browns. So somebody interrupt me when I say a team. They beat the Panthers. They beat the
There
Bears.
you go.
2 contenders back to back, huh, Dave?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dan.
The Panthers and the Bears.
What's our problem here?
And then they beat the Giants, and they lost to the Steelers and the Eagles. So the teams that they beat, they supposed to beat them, because it was a light schedule when they start. Now we get to see what they're about, because they starting to play these teams, the Eagles, the Falcons. They go beat the Cowboys. Everybody beat on the Cowboys, but still, they really didn't play any strong defenses. That, like you said, they're a little bit overrated.
I mean, to a certain extent, but let's be honest here. We didn't give them. We were still thinking it was the Washington team and not the Commanders. So it's like we was expecting them to just really be at 2 wins now anyway. You know what I mean? Especially with a rookie quarterback,
Right?
a suspect defense, and they did overplay they play, should you say. So, this is a young team. I do see them being a problem in the next couple seasons, but I think they just really coming back down a little bit, and they took the gas out of them a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think Washington, yeah, they just got to go back to the drawing board and see what made them great.
Right. Everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
There you go.
You get a slice of that humble pie, take you off your high horse.
Yes, sir.
But like Tony said, it was a great analogy as far as where we expected them to be. We didn't know Jaden Daniels was going to be this good.
Honestly.
We didn't know that they would be, top of the NFC East. So just for them to flip it around like they have, I mean, you got to give them props for that. But yeah, their schedule really doesn't show a whole lot. They've lost to the teams that, are doing good right now. When you beat the Jet, or what New York team they play?
The Giants. Everybody.
Giants. Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter.
It don't matter if the Jets or the Giants. They both suck.
Yeah, but like Tony said again, this is a team that you're going to want to watch years to come. They definitely have pivotal, stars on both sides of the ball.
They really do.
They just picked up Marshawn Lattimore. They got Lattimore, lockdown corner on top of their I feel like their defensive line, at least their tackles. They got two premier tackles. So
I agree.
Let them get through the draft. Let Dan Quinn do his magic. We'll see what they do. Well, obviously, go down the stretch this season, but in years to come, they definitely will be. I feel like they'll be talked about. And be more of a team to look out for.
But right now, they ain't it.
Right now, yeah.
No.
Right now.
But I definitely gets Jaden Daniels some experience. Be like, all right, I got this. That shit was easy. Let's do it again.
So who win this rematch?
I think it's gonna be Philly again, in my opinion.
Yeah, with the way Philly's been with Saquon, it's gonna be hard to stop him.
Yeah, you can't. Saquon is on a different level right about.
I feel like the Eagles are kind of on that run that the Ravens were on. Your quarterback's starting to do good. Running backs looking good all season. Defense showing up. So we'll see what they can do. I know their head coach was getting a bunch of shit for the start of the season when he was interacting with the fans and whatnot, and everybody looks at you through a microscope. Yeah, it's like, dude, we're what are they, 8-2? Like, just shut up and let me coach. And obviously it's showing. So let the fans be the fans.
It's funny about Philly though. It's like they made that one loss and we were like, oh, here we go again.
Right.
Well,
like it's ready to go.
They got 2 losses. You know what I mean?
That's it. And it ain't back to back either.
Exactly.
So one more take, and I think this is the big one. Let's go over this one. Then we could go over what I missed. I think we went over a lot. But we still got who you rather, and I got a doozer today. You really gonna like this one. Let's take this last highlight, then we could get on our way to bounce up out of here.
Holy fuck. The Buffalo Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Down goes Mahomes and the undefeated Chiefs. Wow, what a fucking game we got. It's always a fucking banger when Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes go at it. Usually the Chiefs always have Josh Allen and the Bills card. But not fucking today. Mahomes hasn't looked like himself all season long, throwing random-ass, unnecessary interceptions. He threw 2 today with 3 touchdowns. Even with his team being undefeated, Mahomes has looked great. They came into this game as underdogs, and we all wondered why. Well, Josh Allen and the Bills showed you who the fuck they are. Once he ran the ball on 4th down and scored, that shit was over, and what a way to put a fucking dagger in it. The Mahomes magic didn't work this game. Josh Allen is ballin' and showing you that he didn't need Diggs and can finally play the way he should have been playing. The Chiefs got their first list of the season, and let's see if this helps or hurts this team. Bills fans are getting shit-faced tonight in Buffalo.
Oh, yes, sir. Josh Allen played ball. It actually was a good game. So I picked that to be an upset anyway. I was tired of seeing the Kansas City Chiefs win. Everybody,
Yeah, I think everybody was, man.
Yeah.
and I felt like it was about that time. I'm proud of the NFL switching the referees for this game this time. You know, when Patrick Mahomes picked the refs to come out and ref this week, the NFL shook the bottle up and traded them out. So Josh Allen played ball though. I think he finally found that niche that he actually could beat Patrick Mahomes. And I guess it was Diggs. Who got to take?
Well, my take is the Bills are always beating the Chiefs in regular season games.
Always.
Mahomes has the Bills in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, this ain't anything new. I saw the Bills probably coming in and winning. I gotta give credit to the Bills. I kind of shit on them early in the season, but to be where they're at, I think the addition of Amari Cooper is huge. They've been able to run the ball very well.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is doing Josh Allen things.
Yep.
I don't know if you could blame a player for someone's performance. But it seemed like there was drama with Diggs being there, and that's how it is with some wide receivers and quarterback combos. But it's nice to see. It was the most. Check this out. I got one for you. It was the most watched regular season game, excluding the holidays, that
Wow.
Thanksgiving and Christmas, since the Patriots Colts in 2007.
Damn, that long. Wow.
That's wrong.
Yeah. So everybody was anticipating it. It's been like a good little rivalry they've been having going on.
They've been
too.
having it
So-
for the last
that's,
3 years.
yeah. It's I like the rivalry they have made. It's just
Yeah.
it's just really if they match up in the playoffs, if the Bills can get over that hump.
But yeah, that's like you said, the Bills will have their ticket, but then Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs was like, go home.
Yeah, and that's when he's on fire, man. That's when he'll stab you in the throat and leave you there for dead because he's coming, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. My take on this one is really the KC on this one. I feel like they got that stigma off their back that they don't have to try to be undefeated, because sometimes that can really take you away from the bigger picture in that Super Bowl. Last year, they had like 5 losses and went. So it's like they don't got to worry about being undefeated no more. Now they can play some football. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in a way, it felt like, okay, we'll just give them this game and we'll continue on what we do. I don't think it will really stop anything going forward, my opinion about it. But of course, any team can be beat. I just think KC didn't really play up to that potential to win this game. It's like, we'll just worry about it later on. It's like they kind of play like that. Oh well, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought Mahomes made some wild throws at times.
And he was. That's my point.
Throws that he typically wouldn't do. So it was like he was like, "Oh well, we'll see if this works."
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. On that.
They was on cruise control, and the Cardinals came by. The Bills came and just flew right past them.
Yep.
They took their foot off the gas a little bit. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey guys, we getting up to that minute, so let's go and jump to this. One of these last two. I got my list ready, but we also got to do who would you rather. So check this out, and I know y'all gonna like this. And then we go do that, and then we do the list and get out of here.
Holy fuck. The Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
Another top requesting is finally here. Shouts out to Calvin for the Cash App request. So I took Barry Sanders. First time with Marshall Falk.
Proof. I guess I got my swagger back. Truth.
Versus Bo Jackson.
3rd and 1 from the 2. Here's Bo. And here goes Bo for the touchdown.
Merged with Le'Veon Bell.
A wiggle. What a move. Bell. Stiff arm, and he throws down the defender.
Who you picking and why? A lot of these guys are the total package.
Did y'all hear that?
I heard it.
Yeah, that was I've never experienced one of these before.
It's a doozer, right?
Oh yeah.
So with those mergers, which running back do you take?
Man.
So is this a team thing or pick one out of 4?
No.
It's combined.
It's combined. So he took
Right.
Bo Jackson and Le'Veon Bell and made one running back.
I got you.
And he took Barry Sanders and Marshall Falk and made one running back. Who you picking? The Barry Falk, or are you picking Bo Bell?
Right. Finesse over power.
Man, if they had Bo and Barry, oh dang, man.
Yeah. It's lights out.
That's running back out.
Oh shit.
But I'm gonna put it like shit. What if they would have had Barry and Bo Jackson?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I thought you said Bell.
That's what I just said.
You said Bell and Bo. Barry and Bell.
No. Barry and Bo.
Oh, that's crazy.
That'd be too crazy.
I picked that one.
Just imagine get ran the hell over and then get juked out your socks. You know what I mean?
Wait. That'll be too much athlete because I feel like Barry and the Bo Jackson mix, he'll hurt himself because he have too much power, too much torque to be doing all that hopping and jumping and running.
Well, Bo Dunn did hurt himself though.
I know he pulled his whole hip out of his socket.
I know.
So just think about if he had the agility of a Barry Sanders and he did like a hip jump tuck or something like that. He might have broke his own ankle or some shit.
Well, maybe, or he could have got out of that tackle that did pop his ankle or his hip out.
Well,
He just juke his ass.
Right, that's true. But they science say that was Bo's fault. He was running too fast when dude grabbed him.
Yeah. I don't know,
This
fellas.
one's a good one. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, who you got?
I'm gonna go.
I'm
I was about to say it, but then it's like my mind wanted me to change it. I'm gonna go. Man, give me Sanders and Falk.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. But
Yeah.
I also love the Bell and
The Bo.
Jackson. I love that. They could come
Yeah.
off.
I'm sorry, I got to go with the 2 solidified Hall of Famers with no questions asked, no asterisk, no anything. You know what I mean? That's Barry and Falk. You know what I mean?
All day.
All day.
I got more of these, which we're going to spur for the next 4 or 5 weeks. But I want to jump into this list real quick because we're coming up to that hour. Let's do this list. We say our pieces, then we can get out of here, fellas. As always, I appreciate y'all taking the time. If you like the content that you just listened to, please subscribe, follow, hit us in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Comment it up.
But this is my list, guys, for week 11. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Saquon Barkley is no doubt the best running back in the league. It feels really good to see the Chiefs lose. The Lions' offense is by far the best offense in the league. Bo Nix and the Broncos look legit. Steelers own the AFC North. No matter how many points the Bengals score, they just can't win. Looking at the Saints, Tyson Hill is different. Could do just about anything. And the goddamn green team still owns Chicago Bears. What y'all think about that list?
Yeah, it's a good list.
That's my list for the week.
Yeah. You summed it up in the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
I
You was
like the
on point
list.
on this one.
what your guys?
Taysom Hill had what? He caught a touchdown, he threw a touchdown,
Yeah,
he fumbled the ball, he threw an interception, and like he was all over the goddamn place, man.
I'm just saying he got a statistic in almost every category last game.
Right.
It's like he out there playing high school yard back alley football, and I think he just having fun even with the mistakes. He got to be having fun. He
I
get to
got
do
I
it.
got one I got one thing. I got one thing to add real quick. What's up with them 49ers?
Ooh,
Mm. Hurt.
hurt, not
Hurt.
healthy.
Hey, but they got McCaffrey back. I thought that was the problem. I thought that would be the problem solver.
No,
They got Debo back.
Yeah, I thought he played. They
Debo
didn't have Kittle. Kittle was out.
They had CMC, but the thing is, when you constantly try to do the same thing, and you're not, I mean, how it go? You want the same result doing the same thing, but like Tony always say, it's a copycat league. Once they see you do it for a while, it's exposed.
They owe you.
CMC is a great running back, but they need to mix it up a little bit. And he probably need to get his confidence up. Come on, man. He didn't play whole season. I mean, they could run the table the next few weeks.
Yep.
What else? Anybody?
I mean, you was right about Saquon. I mean, he is the best running back by far. I mean,
I haven't seen him run the ball like this in a couple years.
And fucking Detroit, I think they even went over 1,000 points for the season, didn't they?
Jesus, man.
They 12 game and shit.
I'm telling you, man. It's like Super Bowl or bust for them.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, it's like even if you don't even have to play Detroit, your offense is like, or your defense is like, I don't want to play them. Detroit is that game that you get the flu that game. I need to be an active coach. I got the flu.
Right.
Because they running up the board and they not taking they dropping the hammer. They got the pedal to the floor and they not stopping. They what he say last year? We bite kneecaps and all that stuff.
Kneecaps and noses and biting ears off.
Biting ears off. We're going to be the roughest and the toughest. And hey.
I like it. I like it, man. They're playing the best ball they've ever played.
Yes. Only time I'm not gonna root for them is when they play the Bears. Even though me and the Bears are estranged right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to file divorce papers, but it's something like that. It's very hectic here with the Bears. So, other than that, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got something?
Yeah, check out Buckeyes play Indiana this weekend.
Yes, sir. Yeah, make sure y'all take that. Make sure y'all get some bets in on it too, because I heard they probably will be some good payouts. What other good games? Hey, Mike Tyson looked old as shit, even though I think it was rigged. John Jones won. But by next week they're gonna say he was having cocaine. So
hey, I like his Trump dance at the end.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But man, yeah, like we hear always, man. Y'all come back week, same time, same place next week. It's your boy Caddy, Tony. OHIO Gold Shot. We out. Peace.
Adios.
Yes.